I decided to do my first video log thing because I think this is quite mildly amusing. We've just finished a gig with Kevin Bridges. Oh yeah! And I walked in, he actually said hi Woody to me, which I thought was quite funny, how he knew who I was, and then I realised he must have read the line-up, and because I'm wearing this daft chain round my neck with a bit of magic on it, he's obviously realised that I am indeed the magic man. So, done the gig, all went well, quite happy. Went out with Zara after that, came back here, had a couple of shandies at the gig. On the way back, I see that there's these two cops, and there's these two prostitutes, and the guys have both got their notebooks out, and I thought to myself, I wonder if they're trying to get their numbers, which I thought was quite funny. So I drive round the corner at the casino, and there's this guy, and he's on top of the other dude, he's holding him down, he's punching his head. So first thought was, I better do something about this, I better jump in there, and then I thought I could call the cops, they'll be forever to get there, I don't even know what the street is, I'll forget what the casino is, but then I remember there's the two cops around the corner. So me thinking to myself, this will be quite good, I'll just drive round, well I did an illegal U-turn, I'll be honest with you, but I felt quite empowered, so I drive round the corner, flash the lights at the cops who have now chatted to the prostitutes, flash the lights at them and say, guys, there's a guy around there getting his head caved in. So at which point in time, they say cool, tell them where it is, they drive up to the place, the guys have left, and they spin back around again and put the flashy lights behind me and say to me, have you had anything to drink? And I'm thinking, this isn't good, I've had two shandies, but I'd one at 8 o'clock and one at quarter to 11. So they're now going to breathalyze me, but I am absolutely dying for a pee, right? And I know that I'm fine, I know I'm under the limit, I'm not going to, never been drunk driving since I passed my test, it was a wee bit over the limit when I actually sat my test, but that's a different story. And so I have to wait 25 minutes for this breathalyzer to come, and I am absolutely, utterly dying for a pee at this point in time. And the guy says to me, you're looking quite glazed over, and you know, when I get nervous, I speak quite fast, and the only thing I could think about telling them was the joke about how they were getting the phone numbers of the prostitutes. They didn't think that was very funny. They didn't see the funny side in that, but I thought it was mildly amusing. So yeah, I thought that was quite funny. At which point in time, they take the thing, the guy says blow into there. I thought about saying something cheeky and sexual, but I decided against it. And so we blow in there, and he says to me, I've got something to tell you, you're positive. Right, but he's got a smile on his face. I'm thinking, there's no way I'm positive. And then he goes, oh, I mean, negative. And I was like, oh, thanks very much. You know, you've only got the choice of two and you managed to get it wrong. So he's got the thing wrong and says to me, oh, you're negative. I was like, oh, thanks very much. So then says to me, he goes, right, well, and I think, he goes, well, you're free to go, obviously. So then I think, so let's actually sign them up to my lovely entertainment night with comedy, magic and burlesque. They might come. Why did I actually ask them to come? I don't know. They've been given my business card, God knows why. So then I run across to the toilet in the casino, jump in there, go to the toilet, and that was cracking. I come back out, I've forgotten that while I've been pulled over, I've put my windows down, and there's a couple of junkies, right, who are looking in my car, about to break into it, right, and I'm thinking, oh no, this isn't going particularly well. So I then say to the guy, I said, oh, it's my car, and the guy said, yeah, no, but you can't park there, and I'm saying, yeah, but I've just told the cops, I said, the cops pulled me over. So I started explaining this to this guy about how I pulled over, and how there was these two guys fighting, and I was going to split it up, and he goes, oh, that was us, we were doing that, he would be a fag. Fantastic, right, so this guy's on top of him, choking him, punching him in, right, and then says to me, look pal, is there any chance I could have £2, I think he said £2 and 5 pence, actually, £2 and 5 pence for a can of beer, right? Now, all I can think about at this point in time is the Kevin Bridges gag that he does for, said, you know, the guy said, I'm going to stab you, will you give me a quid? And then it says at the end of it, well, actually, so I gave him £2. So the guy's asked me for £2, and I've gone into my pocket, and I've got £4, right? So I then give the guy that, and then he says to me, can I ask you for another favour? And I go, no, what is it? And he goes, see at the next election, can you vote SNP? What? And he was actually quite articulate, and he started to talk about the socialist and the unionist to me. His other pal was trying to get him to go and get some heroin and all that sort of stuff, right? So he's doing this, and genuinely nice guy, random 5-minute chat for us, but that's what's been going on in my world. I'll put subtitles at the bottom of this if you're not from Glasgow. Cheers, Woody, over and out.